So I have another question for you. Can your brain handle it if I share with you another expression that I want you to learn? I'm sure it can. This actually dovetails very nicely from what we were speaking about in the last video, which of course was liquidity. In this video, I want to expand upon this and share with you something that you do need to know. You're going to hear about this a lot, and it's known as, you can see it on your screen here, liquidity pair, which is also sometimes called a liquidity pool. Now, what is this? Why is it important that you understand this? Let's go through all that in this video. It's also sometimes just known as LP. You'll see this a lot, and when we start to stake, you will see LP written in lots of places. So you'll often see and you'll hear the term LP, so you may want to make a note of that. And LP simply means liquidity pair. Sometimes people call it liquidity pool. It's exactly the same thing. Now. This next bit, important. So please stop talking to the dog, stop looking at Insta on your phone. Please bear with me just for the next 4 minutes or so. This is really, really, really important. And not a lot of people understand this, and this is going to save you months, if not years, of sweating and struggling once we go through this. Okay, so let's remind ourselves, what is our goal? The whole reason you're here. We're going to be staking, aren't we? Staking some cryptocurrency, which means, of course, depositing some cryptocurrency into a DeFi protocol that will earn you daily interest, daily APR. We know that, don't we? So far, so good. However, although we are staking our crypto, so you've got Ethereum or BNB, and that's what we will be staking in a DeFi protocol. Although that is what we're staking, something happens to our crypto before we stake it. You don't really need to do anything. In fact, it's a couple of clicks. That's it. But I do want you to know what is going on, because it's important, EUI, that you understand this. So although we deposit our crypto into our DeFi protocol, once it's deposited, something happens to it first. What happens is, and we're going to go and do this many times, so we'll go through this a few times, but when we send our crypto, bear with me, stay focused, when we send our crypto from MetaMask to our DeFi protocol, with me so far, that crypto, we need to convert it into something that's known as LP, a liquidity pair or liquidity pool. And it's that liquidity pair or that liquidity pool that is staked. It's that liquidity pair or that liquidity pool that earns us our daily interest. Let's go through this a few times in this video, because I really want you to be clear about this. The good news is you don't actually have to do anything. But I want you to understand what's going on. It's your money, it's your investment. So let's at least make sure you understand. So this is important. You're doing well, okay? Give me a few more minutes in this video. So I just want you to be clear that we do not simply send your crypto from your MetaMask to a DeFi protocol and stake it. That is what we are about to do, but it's not just quite as simple as that, because we have to convert it first, which takes 1 or 2 clicks, nothing for you to be worried about at all, into what is known as a liquidity pair, and then it's this liquidity pair that is staked. Now, you might be thinking, hang on, liquidity pair. Does that mean, Chris, that there's 2 things involved? If you're thinking that, brilliant. Yes, it does. So let's just quickly talk about that. We're going to go through this in more detail in week 3, but I'm going to give you the overview. You've probably got BNB, well, you have BNB or Ethereum, haven't you, in your MetaMask? We're going to send one of those over to a DeFi protocol. But when it gets there, we create this liquidity pair as we're going through here, which means that that DeFi protocol, it does it for you. We don't have to do anything. Will take your crypto and it breaks it in half. So now there's 2 halves, hence a pair. And it will convert one of those halves into something else. And it puts these 2 halves together. And that's what is a liquidity pool. Again, you don't need to do any of this. You don't need to really understand what it means. But your crypto will be split in half at a DeFi protocol, and these 2 halves are put together, and it's called a liquidity pairing, and that's what earns us our daily interest. Let me show you what I mean here as well. So let's remind ourselves, we've looked at this 4-week roadmap a few times now, haven't we? So let's just look at the first few steps. We started with your funds. We went to an online exchange. We then purchased some crypto. We've done all that. We then sent the crypto, didn't we, to MetaMask, right? And now we're in the process really of sending it from MetaMask to our DeFi protocol. This is where the fun starts. This is where the passive income generating starts once it's in the DeFi protocol. So let's just look at the DeFi protocol on its own for a second. This is kind of where we are at. So when we send our crypto from MetaMask into our DeFi protocol, depositing our crypto into the DeFi protocol is where this liquidity pairing thing takes place. Again, you don't have to do anything, but you will see this when we go and look at the DeFi protocol in a few videos' time. And again, like anything, like the first time you drive a car or you learn to dance or you learn a new language, first time it's a bit like, oh, hang on, not too sure. Then you look at your notes, and the second time, oh, hang on, not too sure. Third or fourth time, you're like, oh, yeah, okay. And it's really, 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 it's really easy, dare I say. It's just 1 or 2 clicks. I just want you to know what's going on with your investment, with your crypto. So again, let's look at it again one more time. We've got our DeFi protocol. That's your money maker. We've got your MetaMask. That's where your crypto currently is. We're going to send your crypto from MetaMask into the DeFi protocol. That's going to earn you your daily interest based on the APR. However, you don't simply just deposit your crypto into the DeFi protocol. It has to be converted into this thing called the liquidity pair first. And it's this liquidity pair that gets deposited. It's the liquidity pair that earns you your daily interest. The great news is it only takes a couple of clicks once you've sent your crypto to your DeFi protocol. Of course, we're going to go and do this, obviously. And again, I don't even expect you to understand exactly sort of why this would even be a thing. For now, I just want you to know that there's this thing called a liquidity pair or liquidity pool that you're going to hear a little bit about. And basically, that is what earns you your daily income. So we will take your crypto, we will sprinkle some magic on it, convert it into this liquidity pairing, stake that, and it will earn you your daily interest. Can you see why most people are not going to the effort to learn this? And there's a huge amount of abundance for all of us, for those of us that are. So again, really well done. Let's begin to wrap up this video. It's getting a little bit long, but I want to keep going because I feel we're on a roll. Now, the DeFi protocol that we're going to use, I've mentioned this a few times, but we're really going to come back to this a lot as we continue now in the 4-week Crypto Mastermind, is the thing called EMP.money. EMP.money. You may have looked at it already. I have mentioned it before, but we're going to really dive into this. That's the DeFi protocol that we're going to use. I come on to why as we continue here in week 2. So let's summarize. This has been a big video. What have we accomplished in this video? Well, we understood that when we stake in a DeFi protocol, EMP.money in our case, we're not just simply saying, hey, EMP.money, here's our crypto, knock yourself out, have fun, just pay me something every day. It's not quite as simple as that, although it is arguably really just as simple. We have to have our crypto converted into what is known as a liquidity pair first. This is done at the DeFi protocol itself, so we don't have to use anything else or go anywhere else. There's nothing extra to do. Just want you to know kind of the process. And then once this liquidity pairing has been created, which takes less than a second, then we stake that, then we deposit that in this case, EMP.money. And that is what earns us our daily interest. You're going to love it when you see this. We're going to take a look at this, and we're going to go and do this as we continue. So, what do you do now? Nothing, actually. Just let me know how your brain is feeling, because we did go through quite a lot in this video. And again, I've said this before, but we really are not trying to tease you here. I'm not trying to tease you, but we really are so close now to starting to stake and earn you a daily passive income. We've got everything set up beautifully. It's all neat and organized, and hopefully you're learning as you go along. And if you need to play this video again or ask a question in the Facebook group, of course, absolutely no problem. So how are you feeling? Let me know below. I'd love to know. Did this, at least the concept of a liquidity pair, did it make sense to you? Let me know how you're feeling below, and then let's carry on. Let's not stop. You're doing so well. See you in the next video.